Hello, everybody. This is your teacher Joyce. Again, this is a review video. We're going to talk about triad and inversion. But before, I want to remind you of the pattern that we found from the major and minor, three different kind of minor scales, right? So in the major scale, I'm not gonna, draw the whole scales, but just let me give you just a brief pattern here. Okay, so here major, in the major scale, the first one is major, second minor, third minor. You remember that? 1, 4, 5, right? That was major, and then 2, 3, 6 is minor, and then seventh was what? Diminish, right? So we could write it down as a Roman numerals. It goes like this. 1, 4, 5 is the uppercase Roman numerals, but minor is like lowercase, like that. And then diminish is also lower case, but we have the little circle there. Okay, so when you see in your theory book, that means that is the upper case is major and the lower case is minor. Okay, all the major scales you see this pattern, right? And the minor, we have natural minor scale, harmonic minor scale, and melodic minor scale. In the natural, the first one is minor, second was diminish, third one was major, and then fourth minor, major, and then seven was major. That was natural minor scale. But harmonic, the first one is minor, second was diminish, and then third one is augmented, right? And then fourth minor, fifth is major, sixth is major, seven was diminished. Melodic minor scale, first one is minor, second was minor, and then third one is augmented, fourth major, fifth major, sixth diminish, and then seventh diminish. Okay, so if you remember this one, then you can apply to all the major, right? So for example, E major, in the E major scale, the first chord is E major, F sharp minor. Just don't forget that, E major, we have 4 sharp, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, okay? So you have to follow all the F, C, G, D. You have to put sharp, right? So E major, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A major, B major, C sharp minor, and then D sharp diminish. Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna put this one small letter like that, right? And then what is the E major relative key? Is C sharp minor, right? That one. So look at this. C sharp minor, natural scale. The first chord is going to be C sharp minor. Okay, and then D sharp diminish, right? And then E major. F sharp minor, okay, and then G sharp minor, A major, B major, like that, okay? right here, harmonic minor scale, C sharp, D sharp diminished, E augmented, F sharp minor, G sharp major, A major, and then B diminished. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Don't forget. I almost, forgot. C sharp, what is the seventh note? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, B sharp. You need to remember that in your harmonic minor scale. So here, it's not just B diminished, that's B sharp diminished. Okay? Melody is what? A and then B have sharp. Okay? Because this is a sixth and then seventh note. So C sharp minor, D sharp minor, E augmented, F sharp major, okay? And then G sharp major, and then here, A sharp diminish. Here, B sharp diminish. So, no. So here, B, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna put B lowercase like that, okay? So this pattern is really important so that all the major scales and then, its relative key, you can find some chords name, okay? This is theory. So this is your understanding. And then practically, you have to know how to play that on your keyboard, okay? So let me save this one. All right, so let's talk about triad chord inversion today. Okay, inversion is change the position, okay? So we're just gonna change the position. So let's look at the original position first. So let's do C major first, C, E, G, right? So this is the original position. Okay, and look at that. The C is in the bottom. The bottom one names the chords, right? And then you look at the interval. This is third, and then this is fifth. So from the tonic, right? So that, that C is tonic. Also, we call the roots. When we talk about inversion, the bottom one, the C major, C is the name of the notes, but it names the scales and chords, right? That is root, and this is root position, equal original position, right? But one day, the C is sick and tired of supporting two notes. It's too heavy. So C is like protesting. I'm not gonna go, I'm not gonna stay on the bottom forever. Let me go to the top, right? So the C goes to the top, and the E, G is still remain. This one is remain, E and G is remain, but only C goes to top, okay? So, the position is changed, right? And then a little bit later, E was like, no way, this is not fair. I want to go top too. I'm not going to support you guys. I'm sick and tired, right? So E wants to go on top. So right here, G and C is still same position, but E goes to the top like that, right? And then one more, it's going to be the original position. So triad chord, we only have two change positions. So The first one is original position, we call the root position. And then first inversion. And then this one we call second inversion. Okay, so E to G is what? This is third, right? The interval. But from the bottom to the top, E, F, G, A, B, C, this is sixth, right? And then the second inversion, G to C is fourth. And then from the top, from the bottom to the top, G, A, B, C, D, E. No, G, A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, this is a sixth, right? So when you look at your theory book, the C, the first note interval is 3, 5, right? And then this one is still C chord, okay? This is still C chord because, you know, the notes that consist of is the same. C, E, G, this is C, E, G, this is C, E, G. So this is still C chord, but what? Interval is changes. So, you know, when you look at the Roman numerals, it's, you know, it's all numbers, then it's still C chord, but when you look at this number, you could see, oh, this is inversion. This is like a position is changed, right? And this is 4, 6. So here we call like, you know, one, you know, it's 1, 3, 6. This is, you know, this is the first inversion, but sometimes we just do like this, 1, 6. This is 1, 4, 6. And this is 1, 3, 5. But, you know, since this is original position, we just preferred use the first, the Roman numeral, like just, you know, 1, and then the 1, 6, and 1, 4, 6, okay? So when you see this kind of, you know, the number thing, you will realize that, okay, 6, this is first inversion, and then 4, 6, this is second inversion, okay? Still, it's a C chord. Okay, let's do one more thing. Let's make a D major triad chord inversion. D major, we have D, F sharp, A. Okay, this is D major, original position. The first one in the D major scales. Okay, and then what is the inversion? This D will be go up D here, and then A, and then F sharp, they remained, right? So this one is still D major, right? But, you know, in the Roman numeral, because first 6, right? And then A, D is still remain, but F sharp goes on top, and then 1, 4, 6, like that. You know, when you see the you know, your music book, your worship song book, you probably see this kind of note, I mean, the indicator a lot. This is another way to explain inversion, okay? So the first one is the main. It's still D chord, okay? And this one is equal. This is your right hand, and this one is your left hand, right? But it's not, it does not mean that your right hand, you play the D chord, and then your left hand, you play the F sharp major chord. No, the first one, the first letter determines whole note, I mean whole chord. This is D chord. Still, this is D chord too. But when, you know, your left hand, your bass, you play F sharp. Okay, it's not F sharp chord, it's F sharp note. Okay, and this one is A note. which is included in D chord, okay? So, you know, in the previous one, C major is the original position. But when you see this one, this is first inversion because E is going to be your bottom, okay? And then CG, this is the second inversion. G is going to be your bottom, your left hand, but your right hand is, you know, important. So your right hand determines whole chord. So it's still C chord, but your bass will be different, okay? So when you see this kind of, you know, indicator, that means, you know, you immediately think about, oh, this is inversion, okay? This is not E chord, this is not G chord. No, it's still C chord, but change your bass, okay? So this is theory. Again, like a music theory. It's like classical way, and this is like a contemporary way, okay? One more, F sharp major, okay? Or you could say G flat major, okay? You know what? G flat is more preferred because G flat, the flat is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But F sharp major, it has a lot of sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, okay? Oh, it's the same? Yeah, it's the same. It's the same 6 sharps. Oh, okay. Uh, what about, yeah, what about C flat major? It's B major, right? But we prefer B instead of C flat because this is more, right? C flat, we have how many flat? 4, 5, 6, 7, right? But B major, how many sharp? It's only 5, right? So we preferred like a B major, but it depends on the composure, right? Because, you know, flat and sharp, it sounds different. And then, yeah, the chords will be different. It's kind of, you know, yeah, I think it sounds the same, but the mood that flat creates and sharp creates is different. So, yeah. So let's talk about a G flat major. Okay, G flat major is what? G flat, B flat, T flat. We all have a flat. Okay, this is G flat major, first major. Don't, you know, oh, since you have, since you use the uppercase, it means major, right? And then it's a 3, 5, right? And then when you do the first inversion, B, D, G, also we have 3 flat, and then this is G flat, and what about the bass one? P flat, right? And then this one, 3, 6, right? And then D flat, G flat is the same, and then B flat goes up, right? Just make sure that D, right? D, and then G, B flat. Forget about that. I drew wrong. Like that. So G flat, and then who is the bass? T flat. And then this one is 1, 4, 6. Okay. So it's a pretty easy, right? But when you play with the keyboard, it's a little bit, you know, like your finger is like like that. But you know, don't worry, you already did it, right? So when you look, when you see this kind of a number thing, and then this one, you probably think about inversion. Okay. All right, let's look at this interesting questions here. All right, so the question is identify as root position and first or second inversion, okay? And then write the full Arabic numerals, right? It's like, you know, the Roman. both numbers. All right, don't freak out. Example, you see the example, then you can do this. All right, so let's look at the interval here. From the bottom to the second one, you know, when you see the notes, it's not space to space, it's a space and line, right? So, you know, this is not the root position. Root position, it has to be line to line to line, space to space to space, right? But here is not space to line. So this is not the third, this is 4, and then from the bottom to the top, this is a 6, right? So 4, 6, that means what? Second inversion, right? Then where is the root? Where is the tonic? You know, since this is the second inversion, when you do one more inversion, then it's going to be the root position, right? So G, B is the same, remain. You only put the D on top, right? Then this is G, B, D, right? So this is line to line to line. What is the tonic? Is G, right? But G, second inversion, what is the base? D, like that, okay? So your exam is going to be, you know, like this, okay? So let's look at this. This one is easy. Why? Space, space, space. This is root position, right? Root position is 3, 5, right? You look at the interval first. This is 3. From the bottom to the top is 5. Then let's figure out, you know, what the chord name is, right? So this is what? F major. Okay. So here you look at the interval first. This is 3 and 6. So it means what? First inversion, right? So this is first inversion. Then, you know, this D, the top one, right before it was on the bottom, right? So you just, you know, you just put this D down. Then this one is going to be the root position. This is what? D minor, right? Why? Because this is minor third and this is perfect. So this is what? D minor. First inversion, okay? So since minor, we put the small, the lower case, but when you look at the songbook, it's going to be D minor slash F, because this one is the bass. Okay, move on. All right, so the first thing for you to do is just figure out the interval. This is 4, 6, which means what? Second inversion. 3, 6, first inversion. Okay, second inversion, you know, in order for you to find the original position, let's do one more inversion, right? Like that, because it's going to be your inversion. I mean, your original position. What is this? E, G, B. E to G is minor third, so this is E minor, second inversion. But when you see the, you know, the songbook, it's going to be E minor slash, because this is inversion. What is the bottom one? B, like that. So you need to figure that out, the interval, and then chord's name, and then actually this is the inversion, okay? So your answer will be 3, okay? So here, this is first inversion, then what? You know, the top one, you just put it down. Then you just remain G, B, put it down, E. E, G, B, it's the same. E minor, but is first inversion, so E minor slash G. Okay, easy, right? So here, this is what? Space, space, space. So this is root position. The bottom one, this one will be the root, which is tonic. Okay, so this is a C major, right? The bottom is like a tonic. Okay, look at the example. This is what? 4, 6, which means second inversion, right? So in order for you to find the original position from the second inversion, then you have to one more, inversion, right? You make one more inversion. Then D, F is still remain, but this is A. You put it on the top. This is bass clef, right? So this is what? D minor chord, right? But slash F, because F1, oh, no, it's not F, A, because it's the second inversion, right? So bottom one, fifth, bottom fifth. Oh, the tonic. The tonic is going to be D. What is it? What is fifth? Oh, the bottom one. The bottom is A, right? A is what? In the D minor scale, A is fifth note, right? D, E, F, G, A, like that. Okay. So it's not tonic, sorry. It's not tonic. The bottom note. It asks like a bottom note is A, which is fifth note. Okay. So here bottom, because this is root position, the bottom is C, right? So this is root, tonic is C. Okay. So let's look at this. This is a 3, 6, so it's going to be first inversion, right? So from the first inversion, how can we find the original position? The top one, you put it down, okay? So this one is still remain, but this one is what? B, D, G, you put it down, G on the bottom. Then what? This is G major. First inversion, what is the bottom one? B, right? So the bottom is B. B is the third note in the G major scale. Okay? This one is easy. Why? This is line 9, 9. It's root position, right? And the bottom is root tonic. What is the name? B. But this is not B major. This is B minor, because this one is minor third. Okay? Don't forget. And this one is 4. This one is 6. This is second inversion, right? Second inversion, how are you going to find the original position? One more inversion. This is C, F, A, C. This is F major, right? But the bottom one is C. And this one is second inversion, and bottom C is fifth note in the F major scale. You got it? Cool.